Salima, what's...
Every minute counts, with hundreds still trapped under rubble all over central Myanmar. This one a happy outcome. But many hundreds of others are still stuck deep under mounds of mangled concrete. And panic keeps striking in Mandalay. So close to the epicenter. A series of powerful aftershocks, including one registering at a 5.1 magnitude, briefly stalling rescue efforts. There's devastation everywhere. At this monastery, the earthquake demolished an entire wing where nearly 200 monks were writing an exam. Rescuers are using drastic means to get to whomever might still be alive. I can't describe how sad I feel, fellow monk Bone Tuda says. I'm at a loss when I see all this destruction. Foreign rescue teams are slowly getting into the country largely isolated from the world, but a severe lack of medical supplies and heavily... Why have the quakes been so... 1.7 on March 28th. The quake's epicenter was in the Sagaing region near Mandalay in Myanmar. It was followed by a series of aftershocks ranging from 2.8 to 7.5 in magnitude, with the most recent one occurring Saturday afternoon. So far, at least 1,000 people have been killed, nearly 2,400 are injured, and many remain trapped. Videos have emerged showing entire buildings collapsing. Why is this happening?
Shalom, first and foremost. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakdash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Archeum, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson 135. You know, this ain't gonna be no long video. I hear upon work here, and you know, I just got a little small access to a little Wi-Fi for the little small time being. You know, and as I pulled up, as I came on the YouTube, great judgments. The earthquake in Thailand here, wow. Mass destruction, mass death. Real, you know, very fine. Right? And then that's why we ought to fear. We ought to be in fear of how Hashem outside, because he in control of all these things. You know? And we know in these times we're gonna have earthquakes in diverse places, you know. Areas that has never been hit with earthquake, they get an earthquake in these times, mass death, mass destruction happening. You know? So let's get a couple scriptures, you know, and close out. So this here, 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. So we know in the terror the Lord, the kind of judgments the Lord could execute, because there's even up to now there are many people under those rubbles, because these 3-story buildings, because I myself I do, you know, building, building houses and these things, right? So I know that these buildings, it's how many stories high. When these buildings and them collapse, right? People stuck straight to the bottom. The little certain beams and whatnot that manage to leave a little pathway. People under this suffocating, you know, being crushed. You know, real judgment. You know, and you're not in no position. You could be right there alive, a little heavy object on you, and you're hardly getting air to breathe, and you're getting crushed up on your chest. Mass judgment. Real terrible judgment. So knowing the terror of the Lord, we have to persuade men. You know, being fair, Yahweh Hashem, especially in these times when it's just judgment being carried out. Right? the book of Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, and with storm and tempest. A storm was just recently, did a great damage. And the flame and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. Right? Second is just 9 and 3. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll start on 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure all the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, how you measure any time is through taking in the news, listening to what's happening in the news, because that is where you get any information on what's taking place around the world, and you cross-referencing it to the prophecies that is written in the Bible. Like how being able to measure the time that we actually in, and it don't manifest that we in the end of this man's kingdom. Like why all these things are actually happening, these prophecies, World War III, look recently there's gonna be great tensions with Iran and the US, with that nuclear arms deal that Babylon wanna impose upon Iran. And know what? Babylon they wanna come across in that state. Hey, well, if you don't make a deal, they wanna flex their arms as the hammer. But the scriptures say, the weak nation gonna they're gonna rise up, they're gonna show that they are strong, because there's other superpowers, China, Russia, beside America, and China and Russia, I believe they had a confederacy with Iran at a point. Let's say, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, which he have always been doing, but he manifested unto us through the prophets. These so-called UFOs, they are actually chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they have been visiting the earth. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, so we are about to see way more judgment, way more earthquakes, way more storms, Hey, this place is just gonna go but wild, because the Lord said, He's not gonna hold and touching their wickedness no more. He gonna bring forth that judgment upon this place. As the time actually, just in thy sickle, it's time to reap, So just now the men of the Lord gonna be off the streets, and all hell is gonna break loose upon this place. Matthew out, and now for this last precept in Matthew 24. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. It's all the beginning of sorrows. Right? So from this, from the start of this year alone, it was just the starting a great death prophecies. Judgment. Nothing too short, going back out on the plantation. Hopefully this was just short and edifying. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Ruach. Double and see elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salute. Until the next one, Shalom.